Hi and welcome to today's session on upper and lower bounds subtracting. So we're going to be using our knowledge of upper and lower bounds to use within a calculation which involves subtraction to find the greatest or maybe the least possible values or maybe the range of values. So here's our general rules that we use, and we are going to be concentrating on this block just here. So to find the greatest value, I'm going to take the upper bound of our first value, subtract it from the lower bound of our second value. To find the least value, I'm going to take the lower bound of our first value, subtracting the upper bound of our second value. So here's our given problem where we've got a tile which has a perimeter of 66 millimeters and it also has a length of 18 millimeters, but these have been rounded to nearest whole numbers, to nearest integers. So we're going to find possible widths. So the least values that we can have for these two measures are 65.5 millimeters and 17.5 millimeters for the length. Greatest is 66.5 millimeters for the perimeter or 18.5 millimeters for the length. So to find the smallest or the least possible value, we are going to be using this just here. So I'm going to be taking 65.5, which is our lower bound for our least, for our first value, and I'm going to be subtracting it from two lots of 18.5, our upper bound for our second value. We're going to be doing this because we need to take away two lots of lengths of the 18.5, and then when we've got our answer, because that will leave the total of this width and this width, we are going to divide that by 2 just to give one single one, which gives me 14.25 millimeters. If I did the exact same for the greatest, I get 15.75 millimeters, which gives me a possible range of my width being anywhere between or maybe equal to 14.25 millimeters and 15.75 millimeters. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.